What's up, y'all? I got my braces off. I look so cutesy. First things first. I know I haven't posted on YouTube in a minute. So when I post this video, the next video that I post, I might have my braces. Just know it's some shit that I recorded like a couple months ago. But we're back. And I'm gonna do my makeup while I yap. I actually have something like a date today. So that should be cute. It should be fun. No, it's literally going to be cute and it's going to be fun. But I really wanted to talk about sensitivity. I think that, you know, there's some forms of sensitivity that get more attention and get more respect. And I don't really fuck with that, you feel me? So I'm gonna talk about it because I like to run my mouth, and everybody knows that I am sensitive, you know? However, I'm not sensitive emotionally, you know? I'm not. And when it comes to sensitivity, and when I say that I am sensitive, I am not at all talking about emotionally. I am 100% talking about energetically. Now, it's very hard. Well, I'm not gonna say that it's hard, but yes, it's difficult for people to grasp my energetic sensitivity because they aren't energetically sensitive. Most of the people that I know personally, if they say that they're sensitive, they mean they're emotionally sensitive, like should be hurting their feelings. And I'm very glad to say that I'm very grateful that I'm not emotionally sensitive, because life be taking them through there, and I just be like, why do you even care about that? Like, I feel like a lot of times people care about shit that don't even need to be cared about, but you know, you can't really police what people care about, I guess. Whatever the hell. But I was talking to an associate not too long ago, and they were like, oh, like I had said something. I literally said a joke. And they were like, you know I'm sensitive. And I was like, oh shit, my bad. And what I said wasn't even mean. What I said was a very, like, it wasn't even a very sarcastic joke. It was just a regular sarcastic joke, literally. But you know, they was like, oh, I'm sensitive, blah, blah, blah. So I apologize, whatever. I have no issue apologizing if I hurt people's feelings. Whether I agree with them being offended or not, who am I to say what somebody should and shouldn't be offended to? You know what I mean? So I apologize. And I moved on with my life. And then I was thinking about it again the other day. And like, I know that I am sensitive. And I've known that I've been sensitive my whole life. But a lot of people, like the way that they deal with me, like, you know, you're like, you just be like, you don't seem like you're worried about anything, like you don't really seem bothered, blah 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 blah. And the thing about that is, what I will say is half of it is true. Like I worry about shit that I need to worry about, and if something is outside of my control, then I'm not gonna worry about it. You know what I mean? If it is in my control, then I'll control it. And then again, with that, it's nothing to worry about. You feel me? And I got to thinking, like, okay, I don't think I am emotionally sensitive. I am extremely energetically sensitive. And it's very annoying trying to explain it to people who don't get it, because a lot of people, like, they'll literally think that I'm crazy, but it's like, no, I'm sensitive to the types of energies that I'm around, the types of people that I'm around. Like, I can pick up on everything. Like, if I'm around somebody and it makes me feel bad, I'm never gonna hang around them ever again in my life. Like, if I'm talking to somebody and what they're talking about is like fucking up my nervous system, I'm never talking to them again. Like, it's not gonna be a conversation. Like, I'm not understanding how people can actively put themselves in situations with people, or actively go out of their way to be around people and be around things and be places that doesn't make them feel good. One thing about me, I love feeling good. I spend my whole life curating a feel-good experience. And that's why people often associate me with being like carefree or just like unbothered, blah 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 blah. And it's like, I live an unbothered life because I don't hang around people that bother me. I live an unbothered life because I go places that don't bother my nervous system. I live an unbothered life because I don't bother having conversations with idiots. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't bother with the bullshit. Why would I do that? Why would you do that? Why would you go out of your way to bother with something that bothers you? And then you're complaining to me about it, saying, oh, but I don't understand how certain things don't affect you. So, well, it doesn't affect me because I don't associate with things that would affect me in a negative way. Period. Like, why is it even, I don't understand why I even have to have conversations and say things like this out loud for other adults who have a brain to think. It genuinely does not make sense to me, but you know, a lot of people was not raised to think for themselves. Clock it. And you know, it's not my fault. But the thing is, like, there's another thought that I had like not too long ago about being a teacher and being a leader and all that stuff. And it's like, whether I like it or not, and I don't like it, we are all leaders in a way, in a sense. Like, there's always somebody watching, there's always somebody taking notes, there's always somebody who doesn't know what you know. So whether I like it or not, whether I want to be or not, I am a leader. And I'm not saying that it's my duty to lead people, but I just, it's my contribution to society to make videos like this, because I can't deal with fools anymore. Like, I want to live a full free life. I don't want there to be any more fools on earth. And if I can make that happen by making my videos and posting them and people seeing it and being like, oh, okay, she actually thinks like a normal person, like she actually like thinks and makes sense, and then they start to pick up on my ideals, okay, fine, cool, great. Now, back to the energetically sensitive topic. Yeah, there's things and people who I don't fool with, because I know that it doesn't make me feel good, because I am energetically sensitive. I do pick up on things. I can read energy. I can see energy. Let's clock that. I can see it. I can feel it. Thank God I can't hear it, because then I'd really think I'm schizophrenic, for real. But yeah, I can see it and I can feel it. And one thing about me, I'm always gonna trust the feeling. I never, I always trust the feeling. You know, some people say, oh, you know, people's words hold power. No. I don't know who taught you that, but they need to be stoned, because people be saying anything. Like, I be saying anything sometimes. Oh, you know, trust actions. While that is partially true, because sometimes people just do things just because they're people pleasers. Sometimes people don't do things because they want to. They do things because they're a people pleaser and they think that that's what you want them to do, so they'll do it. But if I feel it in my spirit that you're full of shit, whether you're doing stuff for me or not, like, you're going to hell, and it is what it is. Like, no shade to like people pleasers and stuff, but like, just because you're a people pleaser doesn't make you exempt from being a piece of shit. Like, I don't know where people are getting this idea from that you know, just because you're a people pleaser, you deserve like all of this other bullshit. Like, no, you're actually still full of shit because you're still being controlling. You're trying to control the next person's perspective of you by trying to be what you think they want you to be, opposed to just being yourself. And now, if you're showing up and being a people pleaser to this person, and you're still not received in the way that you thought you would be, now it's, oh, I did this for you and blah, 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 or, you know, I risked this for you, or I blah, 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 blah. But it's like, nobody asks you to do that. And if you didn't want to do something, you shouldn't have done it, people pleaser or not. So I'm not going to sit here and say I have no sympathy. Like, I hope these people heal, but also, like, shit is not always going to go in your favor. Get over it. Like, that's like really like that's some, you want some big sister shit? I'll give you some big sister shit. Get over it. You're not always going to be liked. And I don't know why you would even want to be liked all the time. I would hate it. I don't care if I'm not liked by everybody. And everybody knows that. I don't give a damn. It is what it is. You know, I don't like everybody, so why would I want everybody to like me? I have no, you know, I didn't grow up with everybody liking me. And so what? I mean, none of us did, for real. And it didn't really, okay, I'm not gonna say it didn't affect me, but it didn't cause me to be somebody who kisses ass. Just because, you know, my parents didn't raise an ass kiss, thank God. And if they did, it was not me. Okay. But yeah, no, like, people be tweaking, like, and people pleasers think just because, you know, they do all of these things that they're not manipulative and controlling. Like, girl, boy, you are just as bad. You are just as freaking bad. But no shade, because I used to be a people pleaser. I really did. That's why I have no issue being vocal about these types of things, because I've literally been there. Like, not to say that I'm a god and I'm healed and I'm perfect and stuff, because I'm far from it. I still have my little issues that I deal with or whatever. But when it comes to stuff like this, like, I'm very proud to speak about it, because I'm very proud that I moved past that part of my life despite, like, the bullshit, you feel me? And if there's one thing that if there's one thing that I can do, it's just be a voice for the next person to hear. Because I feel like people be, like, too scared to, like, tell people pleasers that they're annoying as shit. Like, listen, I'll do it. You're being annoying and you're not pleasing anybody, okay? And that's why these people pleasers be stuck in the loop, because nobody is being honest with them. Listen, you are annoying. We've all been annoying. I know sometimes I be annoying. Oh well, get over it. It's life. You know? Listen, you're being annoying and you need to stop. Okay? But anyway, back to the conversation at hand. Energetic sensitivity versus emotional sensitivity. Now, I feel I think that growing up, my energetic sensitivity, it definitely confused me for emotional sensitivity. Just because, like, when something genuinely would make me feel uncomfortable, sometimes, like, the best thing I can do is just, like, cry or just go mute. Like I didn't really know what the hell that was about, for real. And now that I'm older and I'm realizing, like, okay, like, this is actually not hurting my feelings. like, it's more so making me feel uncomfortable, and I have to figure out why. And come to find out, after like journaling and like, you know, doing all of that fun shit, I realized that I'm just energetically sensitive. Like, if I hang out with the wrong person, I will have a nightmare that night. Like, that's how energetically sensitive I am, for real, for real. And that shit is deep. Like, it literally goes into like my fucking psyche. That's why I never feel bad for like isolating myself or choosing to stay away from certain people. I never feel bad for that shit. Because at the end of the day, you should not be making me feel like that. You know what I mean? And it's like, whenever I explain it to people, or, oh my God, perfect example. I wouldn't say cut off, but I had to like limit my interactions with this person. I wouldn't even say we was dating. Maybe we was dating. I don't freaking know. But yeah, like the stuff that they would talk about and the things that they would do when we was in public, it just made me feel anxious. And I'm just like, I don't fuck with that. And I was honest. I was like, yo, you know, you being around you is fucking up my nervous system. Like, we had hung out a couple of weeks ago, and we're sitting in a car, and as we're sitting in the car, I can feel like the energy that was coming off of this person, and they was going through some stuff. But like, they was on the phone with somebody who was going through some stuff. Mind you, we had plans to hang out, just the two of us. Why are you on the phone with the next person is beyond me. But I'm sitting in the car. I made time out of my night to hang out with this person. They're on the phone, talking, being loud, blah, 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 blah. For like, I shit you not, like an hour, 40 minutes to like an hour. And then after a while, I'm just like, this is like fried. I don't like when people be on the phone around me when we had plans to hang out. If you want to go and be with the people you on the phone with, go be with your family, go be with your other friend. Like, I don't really care. But just don't leave me out of it. Like, I don't want to be a part of whatever situation y'all got going on. I'm just here to chill with you. I don't want to be included in what other bullshit you have going on, bro. I don't. Because that's not what I signed up for. I signed up to hang out with you and have a good night with you. Why are you talking to me about your about like stuff that does not matter to me? And you're bringing down my mood. And it was very rude and it was very inconsiderate, and I communicated that. I was like, yo, you know, I was excited to hang out with you, but the whole time we're hanging out, you're on the phone and you're talking about something that's giving me anxiety. Oh, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay. Like, and the thing is, like, you know, obviously, like, I'm not a fucking cunt. Like, you know, I understand that people go through things, and like, I'm not an idiot to that. But just because you say that you're sorry doesn't mean that it makes me feel okay. Sure, I bet you are sorry. Why wouldn't you be sorry? You should be sorry. You know, like, that's like the bare minimum of it all. But I have to be alone right now because I have to re-regulate my energy. Like, I literally, like, this is not even like the full story of it, but that night I was literally about to have a panic attack, and I haven't felt like I was gonna have a panic attack in months. So I was like, yeah, nah, bro, we're not doing that. Or I'm not doing that. I don't know what you got going on, but I'm not doing that shit. So I dropped them back home. Listen, you gotta get out of here. You have to go. Right now. I don't think we could ever have too much blush, to be honest. That shit blew mine. It's like, yeah, you're tweaking, bro. And this person has been keep trying to hang out with me like the past couple of weeks, or the past couple of days rather. And I'm just like, I don't even know if I'm willing to risk that shit. Like, you can keep it. Wherever you at, stay where you at, keep it. Double it, and give it to the next person. Because I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't need to be feeling like that. I don't need to be feeling crazy. I don't need to, just because I forgive you doesn't mean I have to hang out with you. Just because like you're sorry doesn't mean like, okay, the least you can be is sorry. You know what I mean? And that wasn't the last time that we hung out. We hung out a couple of times after that. Same effect, you know, same thing. Like I felt uncomfortable again for something different that they said. Next time they said something again, it made me feel crazy uncomfortable. So I'm just like, yeah, bro, I just don't think we're meant to be around each other for real. At all. Yeah, people be wilding. Like, just because we had a conversation doesn't mean you need to be back in my life. Out of your mind. You made me feel uncomfortable more than 3 times. You think just because you said that you're sorry and you still want to talk about it to this day. I'm too sensitive for that. I'm too energetically sensitive for that, and people don't understand that. Like, I'm not like gonna subject myself like to anything that makes me feel uncomfortable just for the sake of what? This is my life. This is my life. I don't have to do nothing I don't want to do. What? Anyway. The last time I saw them, they were like, I don't fuck with people who dismiss me like that. Like, get out of my car. You're out of your mind. You are out of your mind. Get out. Fuck. I'm not dismissing you. Well, actually, I am dismissing you, and I don't care. I can't be around this energy right now. I can't be around you right now. I need to be alone. You're fucking up my fucking vibe. Oh, well, I feel like you're dismissing me. Well, I am, bro. I am. Now, where do we go from here? Please, let me know, because I'm going home. Where are you going? Wait, what? People are so crazy, and I feel like they're so entitled. People be feeling so entitled to, like, my body and stuff. Like, nah, bro. I don't care, like, who you are, what you did, what we did in the past, and nah, bro, I don't play that. Mascara. So pretty, so pretty. I'm so cute. I'm such a cute girl. I love being a girl. I wouldn't want to be anything else in this world. Oh my god, if I was born a boy, I'd be like so angry. Like, I'd be understanding why guys be just like angry men, because like, imagine like not being able to play in makeup because society, you know, because like, bro, what? Like, if I was a boy, I feel like I'd still like want to like dress up and be cute and like put makeup and stuff, but you know, it's not as acceptable for men to do certain things like that. Like, not that I'm saying that I have sympathy for them, because this is the society that they set up. They set it up. Oh well. But imagine like if I was a boy, I don't know if I would be one of those boys who would be projecting and like hating on women because I want to like still be like wear like pretty clothes and like, you know, makeup and stuff, or if I would just be like so flamboyant and like a Prince type of person. I feel like if I was a boy, I would be exactly like Prince, pretty as fuck in sexy clothes. Yeah, honestly, I feel like if I was a boy, I probably still wouldn't care about what society thinks of me. I'd probably still do my own thing, but like, I'm so happy that I was born a woman. No shade to people that wasn't, but oops. I didn't retwist my whole hair, but I did a little something. I gotta look cute for my baby. Yeah, I didn't retwist my whole hair. I just did like the front, and then I like put a pin for the sides, and I just put it up in a ponytail at the top. I dyed the tips of my hair black, by the way. I meant to show y'all. Well, I'm showing you now. So yeah. Anyway, ciao.